I overheard my in-laws talking about framing me for cheating on my wife so she can get back with her ex-husband. I have been with my wife Abby for 6 years now, and every day that goes by I love her more and more, and we're even expecting our first baby. Whenever the holidays come around, we always spend a few months visiting my wife's family. They have been very two-faced to me. Their words are nice, but there is a very obvious undertone of them disliking me whenever they speak, especially when I speak about my upbringing or childhood. They see me as a hooligan and criminal due to the fact I grew up in an orphanage. So, when my wife and I came this year, the whole family was really excited, saying that Alan is coming. In all the years in the family I never heard of Alan. My wife didn't even care about this Alan, so I thought it was just some cousin. However, the famous Alan, literally described as tall, handsome, rich and easygoing with a perfect smile and chiseled abs by my mother-in-law, was my wife's ex-husband and first love. When he arrived I tried to get along with Alan, but the man just ignored me and took every chance to get closer with my wife by making jokes about the intimacy they used to have or talking about the past. I didn't take it personally because I didn't want to look jealous, but when he was joking about him railing my wife, it was very hard to keep my mouth shut. Lately he has been coming every day to visit the family, and Abby's family has started comparing his accomplishments to mine aloud. They're all big fans of Alan, and I honestly feel jealous of that because they're treating him better than me. So, 2 days ago I heard my mother-in-law and brother-in-law talking about how nice it would have been for Abby to stay with Alan because he's a smart man and a much better man than me. What hurt me the most was hearing my brother-in-law say that he can try to get Alan and Abby back together, and my mother-in-law just laughed, saying that it would be good to go on a trip to Europe every year and not to the countryside with a peasant, talking about me. I then heard my mother-in-law continue speaking and suggest framing me for cheating. She said they should make a fake online dating profile, and my brother-in-law laughed along, saying that might be something worth considering. Hearing this really opened my eyes, and with this knowledge, I'm starting to notice how my brother-in-law makes many comments to my wife about how great Alan is. Abby entertains this sometimes, but most of the time shuts my brother or mother-in-law down. I decided to talk with my wife Abby about what I heard my mother and brother-in-law saying. The moment I finished speaking, Abby just kissed my forehead and ran with her pregnant belly out of the bedroom to literally yell at everyone in the living room to tell them how disgusting they are and how Alan is half the man I am. No one spoke besides an aunt who tried to justify them by saying that they were just making jokes. At some point Abby told her mother, "Whether you like it or not, I'm married to this man. I'm going to have this baby with him, so shut up and bear with it." Then my wife yelled at her brothers and went with them to talk in private. My brother-in-laws talked with me and admitted that they were only doing that because they believed I was forcing Abby to marry and live in a farm far away from the family, even though she herself has told them it was actually her idea to get married in private and live in the farm. The three brothers apologized to me and were really embarrassed about their behavior, saying they only invited Alan to mess with me. After that, most of the family members apologized to us. Abby told everyone that she doesn't want to see Alan in the house anymore while we're here. She's not going to forbid them to talk with him, but doesn't want to see him near her because it's uncomfortable. And the fact that everyone allowed him to make jokes about them having intimacy was deeply disgusting. My mother-in-law tried to complain, but Abby just said, "Shut up, Mom," and left the room with me. In the bedroom, Abby confessed to me that she also felt uncomfortable, but since Alan is a friend of the family, she preferred not to say anything other than throw passive-aggressive comments at him. For example, after New Year's we were all eating and Alan stroked her belly without asking, to which my wife said, "Do that again and I'll bite you." So he never did that again. Abby even said that she actually talked with Alan and told him that she dislikes being touched by other people. Alan responded saying she was overreacting and left her talking alone. I feel really stupid for not noticing how uncomfortable my wife also was feeling. Just out of curiosity, I asked her why she broke up with Alan. I'll admit it, he's really charismatic and seems very successful. Abby told me that he always treated her as if he knew everything and explained things that she already knew every time they talked. He would literally explain to her how to use the toaster as if she was a 3-year-old. Abby never felt the need to talk about that relationship because it wasn't relevant, and she sees me as her first love and not Alan. I apologized to Abby for not noticing how uncomfortable she was and only looking at my own feelings without talking about it as a couple. Abby also apologized for the same. We promised to communicate this kind of thing to each other no matter what. Yesterday we went on a date together, and when we came back my mother-in-law looked very unfriendly, but she apologized to my wife. Abby said she should apologize to me. My mother-in-law and I talked for a while alone, and although I'm still upset, we promised to at least be civil with each other for Abby and the baby. For now Alan is not longer in the picture because yesterday I got his number to send a message clarifying why he can't come back and why I don't want him near my wife. The man just blocked me without answering. I guess he understood, but if he didn't, I don't have any problem in going to talk about it face to face.